What up, people? This is Mr. Carter. Welcome back to Awaken Your Essence channel. Um, Yesterday, I was talking to Nico from Scarlet Moon, and we got into a little topic about the changes in consciousness. I was checking out what the live hangout videos that he does, the consciousness series. I can't think of the exact one at this moment, but it made me think of a few things. Um, leading up, leading up to 2012, there was a lot of talk going around in various different areas of life. Um, One area was, of course, politics. There seemed to be a lot of people that was pulling away from the politicians and the level of trust and worship that people once gave the government, military officials, police, um, all of the what some of us call them, the alphabet boys, the FBI, CIA, all of the folks. There seemed to be less and less trust in those agencies, and some of it was surrounded by the dislike of our current um, African American president, and other other distrust that I noticed was coming from people feeling that we were headed toward natural disasters of a cataclysmic level due to the run out of the Mayan calendar. Now we have had some natural disasters kicking our asses um, across the globe, but it wasn't enough. It hasn't been enough yet to like completely knock out countrywide the power grid or any major tsunamis, not in the states. Um, there was Hurricane Katrina that messed up Louisiana pretty bad, and there was Hurricane Sandy that tore up the East Coast. Um, but being from VA every now and again, that's something that most of us have seen periodically over the past, depending on your age, decade, and most of the folks have started preparing for those events. Um, it only takes you to be in a disaster once before you become a prepper. Now, whether you're a prepper on the level of you're preparing for doomsday and you and your family got a whole armory in your damn garage, or a multiple gun cases loaded to the max with bullets and guns, whether or not it's on that level or not, varies amongst the people that you talk to. Um, Now, on the spiritual side of things, for the um the pagan community, the witches, even some Christians, I also noticed that there was a shift going on amongst them too. As silly as it sounds, a lot of Christians feel like they're under attack by the rest of the world and their values are no longer being valued and they're not at the top of the food chain anymore. Not that they got their way in the first place from an honest standpoint. Um, there was a lot of genocides that religious institution used to force its way down people's throats. Now, at the same time, there seems to be a rise in the Christian community fighting pagan-oriented countries, especially Muslim or the Nation of Islam. Um, there has been in various news articles where people are starting to get attacked again for being pagan, or they're being accused of being pagans or witches, and they're getting burnt alive and shit again. Now, I haven't heard that many reports in the United States as I have in foreign countries around the continent of Africa, which the Middle East is included in. A lot of people like to put the Middle East as a separate place. That is still Africa. Um, and a few other countries to the north of Africa. And I'd like to ask anybody that wants to jump on this, the pagans, the witches, what have you. I know there's a few preppers that watch my stuff too. What changes have as far as the preppers, y'all can jump in just for fun. Y'all are y'all the prepper community is doing stuff round the clock as far as jumping on different things that's going on in society that don't look right to them, conspiracies and whatnot. But as far as the pagan community, what changes have you noticed that is going on around you? And leading up to 2012 and afterwards, I noticed a lot of people drop like flies. Um, I'm gonna ask the I'm gonna ask the question first. Have you changed up your ritual style um, before and after 2012? Have you changed your diet? I noticed a lot of you were talking about going vegan leading up to 2012. A lot of you started chopping off your hair and all kinds of stuff. Like y'all look like brand new people. Some of you. Um, what else did I have down here? As far as oh, there also seems to be a rise in people dubbing the term being conscious, conscious, and being spiritually awakened, and that's something that I notice Nico does with his channel. Is some of his work leans toward the metaphysical side of stuff, and awakening people. I heard that straight from him. He's on a mission to wake the people up and to get them to take responsibility for their spirituality and to grow spiritual amongst all the rest of the chaotic stuff that's going on in the world. And I could totally agree. Leading up to 2012 and the whole shift of consciousness, something else that I noticed within myself was I knew that my life in general was going to change a lot, and I had a push from different spirit guides to go ahead and to focus on my spirituality and let some of the things that I couldn't change around me just weed their own way out of my life. Um, I still do. I still have the same diet. I didn't go vegan. I do eat more fruits and vegetables, and that's something that I had strayed away from originally. I cut some of the junk food back out of my life, um, but I still eat. I still eat meat. So I'm just not die hard on it like that. um, Ritual wise, I do more rituals. I started doing more meditations, and I do more rituals now. I don't necessarily wait for a Sabbat or an Esbat to do them. Um, Getting used to working with different spirit guides and different pantheons is something else that I expanded on, and I will continue to do so. Um, I don't use no more or no less tools since growing in my craft. Um, hmm, that's really it. Like I've been pretty even flow. So yeah, that's my video for you guys. Feel free to comment, jump on this. What kind of changes have you noticed before and after 2012? The changes in consciousness of the people around you. Um, and I'm gonna end it like this. There's a lot of people that's proclaiming to be awakened, and they have the hardest time in life dealing with everyday issues. And this is something that I say to some of the witches around me that talk to me on a regular basis. Like, did you forget your basics? Did you forget your witch's pyramid? You know what I mean? Like, to know, to dare, to will, to keep silent. You know what I mean? Did you all of a sudden lose your fight or your will to become spiritual because of breakups and divorces and all kinds of chaotic stuff I've noticed going on, where people in that moment forget what you are. You know what I'm saying? Where's your grounding and centering at when you're having a bad day at work? You know what I'm saying? Have you not grown to the point to where you can do it without needing your altar there? Um, but yeah, I'm gonna cut this here, and I'm gonna be periodically coming back and staying up on this change of consciousness thing. It's a series that I wanted to originally do before my little hiatus, but I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching my video, subscribing. As always, feel free to give me some feedback, y'all. Um, and I'll catch you around the way. Peace. I'm out here. Blessed day.